Good morning, friends, and welcome to Alexandria Games, located as always at 200 Watson Street here in beautiful downtown Ripon, Wisconsin. And your eyes did not deceive you. I started the stream, ended the stream, and then started the stream again because this camera was not working. So I had to fix that real quick. So apologies if I threw anybody off with that, or if you ended up with a slew of emails because I restarted the stream. My apologies there. But today I wanted to do some more unboxing of games and show you some more of the fun stuff we have here. Starting with, I didn't get to paint exactly the thing that I wanted to paint yesterday because I actually ended up needing to prime it because my paints weren't sticking very well. So that's primed, it's waiting, but I'm going to unbox another thing to show you. And I realize my music volume is very loud today, isn't it? Let's turn that down a little bit. Down volume. There we go. I wanted to unbox another thing that I will also be painting, and I'm hoping to do 2 long streams next week. I'd like to do 1 long paint stream, and I'd like to do 1 long video game stream, which is going to be for a game based off of one of the game series that we have here in the shop. But I'll get to that next week if I can actually get it done. But today I wanted to show you one of the things I really wanted to paint, which is this beautiful thing. Steamforged Games, Epic Encounters. We sell these here at the shop. This one is Caverns of the Frost Giant. We also have Lair of the Red Dragon, and I've also ordered a couple other ones. There's a ton of these. Well, I shouldn't say a ton. There's like 8 of them. And there's a couple new ones coming out for Serpent Folk too. But these are really cool. This one is one of the boss encounters. I should do air quotes up here or air quotes down here. I don't know. One of the more like boss encounter ones. And these are, as it says on the box, 5E compatible. Everything you need to create an epic encounter for your role-playing game. So they're really meant for bringing into a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition game, but you could pretty much put it in anything. It's okay. But here's the kicker. This is the part that makes me happy. Look, you can see his head right there just peeking in. There he is. That's the Frost Giant. That's his actual size. He's as big as my hand. And we're going to open this up and look at it because I want to paint this thing so badly. And it's going to take me a while because there's a lot of him. So let's open this bad boy up. Now, besides this gigantic miniature in this box, which I know sounds really strange to say gigantic miniature, so we'll just call him a bigature. This box includes the Frost Giant, 12 Grimfang Orc tokens, 6 trap tokens, a double-sided game mat, adventure book, monster stats, tips and tricks for building tension and excitement. They give you everything you need in order to put this thing into one of your games, which is pretty awesome. And for those that have been in the shop, you know that I've got, all the Warlock stuff, and we've got the miniatures here from, come on, box. Reaper Bones miniatures. You don't have to have minis and stuff to play a role-playing game, but they do add some flavor to it, to be sure. And it's something nice for your players to look at and figure out where things stand for combat and all that fun stuff. So here is the book. And again, this is from Steamforged Games. So if you go to Steamforged Games website, you're going to see all of these different Epic Encounters boxes. It's pretty cool. They give you all sorts of good stuff here. Attack patterns, all the stats. Fantastic. Some beautiful art. There's the boy and his tokens. Okay, so here's our Grimfang Orc tokens. Here's our trap tokens. Okay. Here's our playmat. Right? And oh yeah, here we go. You ready for this? This is pretty awesome. You can see the base down here for him. Blah! Oh, too much plastic. It's so shiny. Hang on. Let's get the plastic out of the way. Oh my goodness. He is sealed in there. Move box. Move box. Quiet box. We're going to get him out of this plastic so we can take a proper look at him. Oh, there's tape. No wonder. go. Hoo-ha. Alright, so we have a, oh my goodness, big old base. That's a gigantic base. Steamforged Games right there, you can see their logo. Really nice base, the shattered ice underneath his foot. There's some skulls and skeleton pieces. Looks like part of a fence or some kind of wooden structure there, spot for his feet. And look at the size of this boy. My goodness, I'm gonna get this plastic out of the way. There we go. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait to paint this. Look at this face. He's beautiful. He's so pretty. He's got a little... Oh, I thought that was on his belt. No, that's an axe that's in his torso. It looks to be embedded in his torso. He's got stuff hanging off of his belt. He's got heads from his vanquished foes. There's an axe on this thing. Oh my goodness. This is going to be a trip to paint. Oh, I just looked at the back. You're going to like this. There's a swords, 2 swords sticking out of his leg. Oh my goodness. And there's little pegs to put him in his base, but I just saw this on the back. He's carrying a snack. He just wanted some venison for later. He's got a whole deer hanging off of him. This is fantastic. The antlers broken off and everything. Looks like there's a series of weapons and like wolf pelts around his calves and ankles. Is like warmth or armor. Probably armor. I can't imagine this dude really needs to stay warm that much. But he does have a big like wolf pelt or bear pelt or something on his back. But oh my goodness! I cannot wait to paint this thing. This is epic. Good name, the Epic Encounters. I'm not going to slot him all the way into the base, but you can see how he sits in the base there. I can't wait to paint this thing. This is going to be awesome. I'm going to do a paint test off stream on this just to see if my paints have a hard time sticking to this. If they do, I'll use some primer on it. Just some standard gray primer. I really hope I don't have to. I like the blue hue. And with that as a base, you could definitely make this Frost Giant look pretty darn frosty. So that is fantastic. I love this. I'm going to really enjoy painting that. I think Lauren wanted to paint one as well, so maybe we'll see if she's going to do a Frost Giant or if she's going to grab the Dragon set or one of the other ones we end up getting in to try doing that instead. But we'll see. We'll see. I know Lauren wants to paint a couple things, so we'll find out. Moving on from miniatures into a card game real quick, and I know I've shown this to a couple of people, but I thought I'd show it on stream as well. We have, from Dungeons & Dragons actually, so we're still kind of in the same theme, Rock, Paper, Wizard. And Rock, Paper, Wizard is exactly what you think it is. It is a game of rock, paper, scissors, except you're wizards. Now, the cool catch on this, the extra mechanic on this, so that it's not just a game of rock, paper, scissors, is you use your rounds of rock, paper, scissors with special hand gestures, which are the spells from D&D, Misty Step, Vampiric Touch, Fireballs, all that fun stuff, in order to do certain things, and it's to move up and down on this game board and get closer to the treasure. And if you're the closest one to the treasure in the round, you score points. Now, if you do the hand gesture wrong, and everyone's going to see what your hand gesture is because there's a card that you put down. If you do it wrong and you get called for it, I can't open boxes today. They can say, "Hey, you're doing that wrong," and if they're right, you have the spell backfire on you. So we've got a little rule book here. Not very many rules. It's just kind of showing you everything that I just said and how the board works and how to set up the play area and all that. And then you can see the cards. These are some hefty cards. But yeah, so like anti-magic field, you have to do this, right? If you do this, you did it wrong and it backfires on you, right? Pretty simple. Some of the hand movements, I will say, they're definitely not the easiest hand gestures, right? So just keep that in mind. Nice tokens, nice game board, very nice quality on it, on the prints, everything else, very nice. These guys are your players, so there's little stands here to put your player card in and move them up and down on the rows of the board. Very nice. Very good quality. I'm not going to open this fully right now. I'm going to open it fully later and be able to have it set up, because when I open things like this, they go in the cabinet over here to be used in our in-store rental library. $5 an hour to rent any game in our library, right? Regardless of how big the game is. And we had a couple of folks in here last night actually that rented King of Tokyo and gave it a try for the first time, and they loved it. So, you know, keep that in mind if you ever want to just sit for a couple hours and try a game. We have that. All right. Rock, Paper, Wizard, like I said, from WizKids, so it's for Dungeons and Dragons. This one is 14 and up for the ages. You can probably get away with more like 10 and up, probably. 3 to 6 players, and each game takes about 30 minutes. All right. Rock, Paper, Wizard, we do have that here at the store. Highly recommend as a fun group card game. Some rock, paper, scissors style action. Moving on. I'm rapid fire today. I'm trying to get a bunch of stuff in and end the stream with about 15 minutes left so that I can run around the store real quick, make sure everything looks nice before I open the door. So apologies if I'm moving fast today, but just wanted to show a bunch of cool stuff off today, you know? That's kind of what we're here to do. So let's get into this one. And this is one that I'm definitely gonna try out myself, just because I really like this license. It's Pacific Rim. Oop, down there. Pacific Rim Extinction, which was the sequel, if I remember correctly. But this is a miniatures game, and it's kind of hard to see through the packaging, but there is a kaiju, there's my camera in the reflection, and a Jaeger in there. And they're pre-painted, which makes me sad, because I would much rather paint them myself, but oh well. We roll with what we get, you know. But this, let's open here real quick, contains a lot of stuff in this box. You have 1 Gypsy Avenger Jaeger model, 1 Strike Thorn Kaiju model, 1 poster mat, 1 hex gauge, 16 combat dice, 1 impulse die, 2 terrain pieces, 12 building hexes, 6 3D buildings, 6 object tokens, 2 charge rage counters, 2 ammo kaiju blue counters, 6 scenario cards, 6 mission cards, 6 quick play cards, 1 Strike Thorn Kaiju signatures, 6 Strike Thorn action cards, 3 kaiju offensive mutations, 3 kaiju defensive mutations, 1 Gypsy Avenger Jaeger Con pod, oh man, there's still more, 6 Gypsy Avenger action cards, 6 Jaeger pilot cards, 4 Jaeger upgrade cards, and 1 rulebook. My goodness, that took a while. There is in this all this stuff you see on the back here, which is pretty crazy, all the stuff I just listed off. But the game mat is double-sided. One side is up in a city, and the other side is underwater. So we'll take a closer look at the minis, as well as the map. I'm really having a hard time opening boxes today. Excuse me. There we go. Let's take a look. I see some dice right up front. Let's give them a feel and a waggle. Yeah, those feel like good dice. Those feel like very decent dice. Those are not cheap dice. They feel the right weight. They're okay in the hand. I'd roll those. I'd roll those and be happy. Here is our minis. Big hex base. Here is our Gypsy Jaeger. Get a hand back here. I don't mind the pre-paint, to be honest. It's definitely a very nice paint job. It looks very pretty. But that's the problem, it looks very pretty. This doesn't look like a giant robot that's been in a fight. This looks like it just came off the assembly line, right? So I might have to do some weathering on this, make it look a little bit more used. But yeah, it's all right. Same with the kaiju. Shouldn't this thing be dirty? It's not dirty, you know? Oh, there's another thing. You definitely see how it was constructed, which is a shame. I would have thought they would do a single injection, but oh well, they didn't. Who made this? River Horse and Legendary. I think Legendary just wants their name on it because it's their movie. But yeah, River Horse. Up your game on your minis. I'm sure this is a lovely game, and I'm sure I will enjoy playing it, and I will let the folks know if I enjoy playing it or not. But your minis look like they could be better. I'm not gonna lie. All right, so we got cards, all sorts of cards. These look like scenario cards for setting up your games. Big rule book with a cast photo on the back, apparently, or something. I don't know. Yep, big rule book. All sorts of good stuff. I'll have a closer look at that later. See how the game is played. Let's look at the board. Oh, gotta flip everything out. Ugh, there we go. All right. So we've got some dashboards, looks like, for control over our minis. We got tokens. See, now the hex, these are well printed. These are nice. I like these. These aren't bad at all. And there's a lot of them. And you have to build some. So they got some flat packed structures in here. Build some skyscrapers and whatnot. That's cool. Ooh, sorry for that noise. And it looks like there's quite a few add-ons. So I'm seeing all these other sculptures, more kaijus. Oh my goodness, got right in your face. More kaijus. More Jaegers, more kaijus. So yeah, there's some extra stuff to be sure. Let's look at the map. Oh, I will never fold this back up. Okay, so there's underwater, which is there. You can see like sunken boats and whatnot. And then the city, there's some kaiju blood. So yeah, nice big game mat. I wonder what size this game mat is. I don't think it says anywhere. Does it say how big this is? Nope. Just says one poster mat. Well, this is a pretty big poster. We'll have to play with that more later. But I'm going to take a look and see how one plays Pacific Rim Extinction, the miniatures game. And then I'll be able to make recommendations to you, the lovely people, who come in here and ask me, what's cool, man? What should I play? Is this worth it? I like to know if it's worth it, because if it's not worth it, I'm not going to carry it, you know? Plain and simple. We don't want to carry stuff that you guys aren't going to have fun with, you know? That's how we roll. All right. One more game that we're going to unbox, and then we're going to call it a day on the stream here. Last game that we're going to unbox today. Villainous Marvel Edition Infinite Power. Sounded very, very Darth Vader there, which fits because, you know, the mouse owns it all. All right, which villain are you? We've got Thanos, we've got Hela, we've got Ultron, we've got Killmonger, and we have Taskmaster. So everybody has had a movie. Taskmaster's in the new Black Widow movie coming out soon. Oh, I didn't open the box all the way. Let's open the box all the way before I try and open it. And it doesn't open. They've got their little tokens, some cards. It's mainly a card game. If you've seen the other Villainous, the original Villainous, it's all the Disney villains. This one's all the Marvel villains. So let's take a look here. 2 to 4 players, ages 12 and up, 20 minutes per player. So if you have 2 players, they're saying 40 minutes to play the game. Dominate the Marvel Universe as an iconic Marvel villain, wield sinister abilities to pursue your objectives and follow your unique path to victory. Use your villain guides to master the game with Thanos, Hela, Killmonger, Ultron, and Taskmaster. There's Loki on the back. So I have to assume there will be some expansion packs. Of course there's going to be expansion packs. What am I saying? Okay, whoa. What is this thing? That's cool. Oh yeah, that's right. I think in the Disney Villainous, the base version of this game, I think it's a cauldron, something like that. So you got all your tokens. They're very nice looking tokens. We're gonna give them a feel. They are very nice tokens. I like these a lot. I am sad that they're not in a big cardboard sheet and I get to punch them all out, because that's always super fun, but that's okay. And here are our, oh wow, that's got some weight to it. Here are our different tokens for everyone. So Thanos, there's Ultron, and this is Taskmaster. I like that they look different on each side. It's not like they just double-sided the same thing. There's a Hela and a Killmonger. Very cool. Very cool. Here's some villain guides for each of our villains and their objectives. And some big boards, dashboards to put your cards on. Oh my goodness, here's some cards. Put that in frame, there you go. Multiple packs of cards. Because they are per villain. I haven't gotten to play Villainous yet, so this is really my first time looking at it, and it's a different version than the base version, so go figure. Base version of Villainous has been ordered and is on its way, along with expansions coming soon. But right now all we have is the Marvel version. He says as he looks at the shelf to make sure there are any copies still in the store. I think I moved the M's to the other side so I can't see. Oh well, I will get more if we don't have it, because this game looks cool and looks fun. There's the other characters' cards and some Fate cards, which has all the Avengers logos on it. That's pretty cool. Some really beautiful art. Gotta love the art here. But yes, that Marvel Villainous opened. And I will, at some point, get with Lauren, and we will fire up, hopefully, a better camera than this one, and actually sit down and play some more games together, and show you guys how to play, and, continue to show you our just strange goofiness that is Lauren and I, and have some fun. Because, like I said before, that's what we're here to do. We're here to have some fun, and we want to share it with you guys, So that was everything for today. We got, you done? Uh-oh, I recognize that username on Twitch. You done messed up, AA Round? What's up, dude? When people throw around a nickname that I don't get called here, I know exactly who they are. We've got a big ice giant or frost giant to go ahead and paint up from our Steamforged Games Epic Encounters. We've got Marvel Villainous. We've got booth boxes out of the way. Pacific Rim Extinction that we're going to take a closer look at, and I'll get back to you guys on and tell you if it actually looks good or not. And I'm missing one. Where'd it go? There it is. I'm moving the things around the table too much. Rock, Paper, Wizard from WizKids, Dungeons and Dragons. Pepper MD, doing online orders yet? Yes, we are. If you go to alexandriagames.com, you'll see the link to the shop there, or you can just go shop.alexandriagames.com, and everything that is in the store is on the online store. All right, so absolutely go take a look at that and see what we have. I'm going to warn you right now, one of the awesome things about point of sale software, thank you, Pepper, I appreciate that. One of the awesome things about point of sale software is they let you scan the little UPC code on the back and it'll fill in some of the data for you. If you're lucky, it gives you a picture. It never gives you a description, sadly, but it does give you sometimes a picture. So there's a lot of things that don't have descriptions or pictures on the online store, and that's really just up to Lauren and I to walk around the store with our phones out, see which ones don't have pictures or descriptions, and fill them in. So now you know what we do when we have downtime at the store. We're not playing on our phones. We're walking around the store trying to fill things in. Hey, Ron, good to know. I need my first set of D&D dice. You still haven't bought dice, sir? We talked about this. I'm calling you out on that. We talked about you need to buy dice. Call me. We will talk about dice, and we will get you a wonderful set of dice, sir. Oh, you've been using the virtual ones on D&D Beyond? Okay, those are actually pretty good too. But yes, you should get a physical set of dice to be sure. Okay, so now that be aware, folks that don't know, I'm calling out old coworkers. I'm not just calling out random people on the internet. I'm not that guy. But yes, let me know, Aaron. We'll get you set up with some dice, man. It's all of our Chessex and Unicorn dice are all up on the website under the handy dandy dice section. Okay. Steph says hello, by the way. Thank you. Hi, Steph. I love it. Hopefully we will be doing more of these streams on a regular basis. Sometimes things just don't work out in the morning, like when I say I'm gonna mow the lawn and then we get 3 inches of snow. So, things happen. Life happens, as it should. But stick with us. As you can see, if you've been on our Facebook page or anywhere else in our social media, we do stream simultaneously to our Twitch channel, our YouTube channel, and our Facebook page. So you will always be able to catch us. And also, when I go live, I now have it set up to send out those links in our Twitter as well. I'll figure out if I can send it to Instagram and stuff for reminders too. So please do follow us on any of those pages to know when we're going to go live and show stuff off. Lauren has a habit of doing sneaky lives on Facebook only every now and again, or stuff on Instagram, so check those out. All of our social medias are available on our website, alexandriagames.com. I need to find myself a closer for these things, so let's try this. We have been Alexandria Games, located at 200 Watson Street in beautiful downtown Ripon, Wisconsin, and we hope you have a fantastic day. Come by and see us and pick up a game, and we will see you soon. Goodbye, everybody.